left Smithers. I'm on my way to Babine Lake. I always wanted to go to Babine Lake, never been there. And we're going to go up and do a loop up around the Babine fence. It was to count salmon. And I guess when the salmon are running, the bears take advantage of the narrow counting passageway and fish there. Behind me is chip seal coming from Smithers. And I suspect I'll be on calcite roads and gravel roads the rest of the day until I get to Hazelton. And I'm telling you, I'm loving it. I'm loving it! Love it! This is something to see. It's worth it. It's worth it. This is the Doris Lake wreck site. Just pulled in to have a look, and you would be happy camping here. Look at that. Oh boy. The farther north you go, the more beautiful it gets. The mountains with snow behind me up there, and maybe some glaciers. We're getting up farther north. Seen a few signs of bears, but not a whole lot. But this road is pretty well traveled. I've seen a lot of company trucks coming out. It's Friday, so they might be coming out of logging camps, mining camps, and what other camps are up here? Work camps of some sort. Oh, the bugs are starting to get bred. All right, well, let's continue onward and farther north. cool little place though. I'm just blown away by the beauty of this road. I can't believe I've come up all these years and never been up here. Look at those mountains back there. Fabulous. This is a very, very cool ride so far. I don't think it's going to get any worse. I think it can only get better, but man, look at that. Woo! It's a treasure up here, that's for sure. The entrance here to Port Babine. Gas, diesel, hard ice cream. Sounds good. We gotta have an ice cream. Yeah, I really need an ice cream, don't I? Well, hard rides deserve hard treats. Good treats. Gotta love it. Babine. Just came across the Babine River right down there. Beautiful setting here in the mountains. Here at Fort Babine. Church right down there too. Really beautiful ride back in here. This little community. So of course, missionaries had to come in and pop in a church and push their religion. But there's a cemetery over this way. Let's go back here. I wonder how far back the names and the graves go. Imagine this is a settlement back here long before the roads, because the Babine River runs down there. The river became a mode of transportation. Hey, see behind me here. See all the graves. Let's just take a look back here. See some of the older ones maybe up here. I wonder if back here some of these are the older graves. Yeah, you can see graves in the overgrown in the bush here. Wonder why they don't maintain these back here. So what's the date of this one? 1927. It's a marble stone too. Some marble as well. Just not maintained. There's another one. A bunch of grave sites back here. Along the road it said there was hard ice cream. I didn't see a general store or anything here, but I went up to the end of the village over this way, and it looks like a housing development that way. And up here is a church, so I don't think it's still, well, it's getting to be mid-June. So still a little early. The kids are still in school, I believe. Which is nice because all the campgrounds and stuff seem to be pretty vacant, and, you know, it's pretty lonely out here, which is what I like. Well, let's head back out of town and back on the main road. Fort Babine. Nice stop on the way. The path still here, it looks like. Old church. Wow. That must be the newer church up the hill. This is the Fort Babine Gospel Church. We're at the Babine counting fence right over there, used to count salmon and fish coming up this way. But I know that the fisheries was really low at one time, and so they put this up, and then they, I guess, modified the river upstream so the water could flow more freely. Oh, bugs. That's my understanding anyways. I could be wrong. There was a sign back there that says no parking beyond this point, but I think that's during the peak bear season. I don't think that's a problem right now. The bears aren't running, or the fish aren't running, so the bears aren't here. So I don't think anybody's here. But I love it. Gotta love it. This is the bridge that crosses the Babine River, and Babine Fence is up that way. Right now, access to it is somewhat restricted. I was able to get up there, and apparently when the salmon are running, there are bears everywhere around here. They got signs saying where you can park, where you can stand, where you can sit, leash your dog, be careful, you know. Right now the salmon are running, so there's nobody here. Absolutely nobody here. Just the way I like it. This is awesome. Not sure if I can get through. I'm gonna have to turn around. If I catch somebody, I might ask them.